Rachel Platten is here. I am Rachel Platten. New music just released. Rachel, welcome.
Hi, Ellen. I'm so happy to be with you.
So happy to see you and meet you. I was there at the Gracies when you performed Girls Live. There wasn't a dry eye in the house, and a bunch of us looked at each other and we're like, wait, she just sounds like that, like live.
Oh, man.
Your voice is a voice of an angel.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
Man, that song feels almost effortless to sing, and it's like, I don't think it's just me. I think that there is kind of a magic in it. There's a simplicity and an ease to it and to what I'm singing that's so pure that it's hard to kind of like interfere.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, your career spanned the pre girls, and now you're a mom.
Yeah.
And this music, you say, is kind of like the flip side of your last album. This is I Am Rachel Platten. It's like every facet of you.
Yeah, exactly. It really feels like I'm fully introducing myself to the world. Whereas, it's kind of funny because one might have thought, well, wouldn't a fight song have been your introduction? And in many ways it was, but like I feel like it was just one side of me that people got to know. And I'm human, and I'm not always just empowered and like confident and, fist in the air, excited.
Yeah.
And I've been through a lot the past 10 years, as I talk about in the album, and I've talked about really publicly. And so I've been through a lot. And so this album, I kind of think, is my proper introduction to the world because it shows all of me.
Right.
All of my many
Every
sides.
side.
Yeah.
Is that scary for you? Was that scary?
Yeah, it was terrifying.
Yeah, to kind of just
so scary.
rip that Band-Aid off and go, yo, I deal with a lot of...
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. It took a lot to get ready to release it, because these are often journal entries. A lot of the songs are deeply personal, and they are literally sometimes tear-stained journal entries that I just put into songs.
So you're paper journal, not e-journal, or are you both?
No, I'm paper journal for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because I'm old. I just like, my friend sent me a thing. She's like, oh, you could just read it on Kindle. I'm like, oh, I don't do that.
Yeah, no,
I don't. I
like,
actually,
I need some pages.
Yeah, I need to like hold something physical. But yeah, especially with journaling. What about you? Are you?
No, I'm paper.
Yeah.
I just like, and then I like to go back and flip the pages and see the dates and I'm a mom too, and so. The little things that they say when they're. I like to go back and I'm like you. I like to have the pages and volumes.
My gosh. Your journaling sounds much more beautiful than mine. Mine is crazy. Like mine is like an insane person.
No, it is.
But intentionally, I think part of healing from what I've been through and all the turmoil of just a life of just a human life, I realized that I bottled a lot up as a kind of like constant people pleaser, hyper vigilant, watching everyone in the room. Are you okay? Okay.
Yeah.
And like I bottled that up for years. And so part of what I've learned to do in my journaling is to be the most raw, ugly form of myself and let it all out. Literally, it's crazy. Like, and sometimes I look at it and I'm like, I look like an insane person. If you look at, but I rip them up after and I throw them away. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So it has to be
all
paper.
All right. Save mine.
That's beautiful. I wish that I should find a balance because mine's insane.
Here's what you can separate them. So
Right.
there's one that's called Funny Things Kids Say. And it's
so
just a blank book. And then, I've saved little things that my son has done or said and just put them in there. And
That's
then read them
cute.
back to him. He's 22 now.
That's so
and
sweet.
so we get a good laugh. So that's something fun to do. And then you can have your own Rachel stuff over here
Yes.
that you rip up later.
No, that sounds so sweet. My mom was so diligent about documenting every single thing I did, and I am the worst at it. It's just not my.
Yeah, some moms just don't do that.
I stink at it. Yeah, but my mom was awesome, and it's really sweet.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Are you doing like the height chart on the wall though?
I do have a high chart on the wall.
Yeah.
Thank God I have that. I feel like I fail at every other mom thing. Oh, phew.
We all mother in our own special ways.
Yeah, we do.
know?
And I feel like our kids know who they chose.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
they come in aware of what they needed.
Yep.
And I often remind myself of that when I'm planning a tour right now.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll talk about it, but I'm planning a tour for 2025 and like I'm looking at the dates and it's really hard to reckon with the fact that like, okay, however I cut this, I'm going to be gone from the kids, you know? And that makes me feel incredible guilt. But I do remember when I'm like at my best self, I do remember like my little girls chose me.
Yeah.
They know the mama that they were coming into and that's okay for them. And they have
they're-
incredible support.
probably so proud too.
They're so proud.
Yeah,
They're
right?
so proud. Yeah, they really are. I think they're starting to learn what it is that mom does exactly. They came to the halftime show with me that I just performed.
Yes.
And they were like, wait, why are all these people singing mom songs?
This is the difference
hell is
between
going on?
our male artists who come by and our female artists who come by, our mother artists, is that insane guilt. Katy Perry and Gwen
it's
Stefani
ridiculous. I know.
and that guilt of like Gwen even said, I feel guilty even going into my shed to write a song because it's a selfish process for her.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm sure that like there should be like support group mothers who
do
make music.
We have a touring moms chat.
Oh, that's
with a lot of
cool.
well-known artists.
Oh,
you
that's
probably
so
know.
great.
Yeah, and
Oh,
we
I
do
love that.
help each other with that. And
Yeah.
mom guilt is a frequent subject. And
Yeah.
also like, hey, how do we put our like when my Violet was an infant and I brought her on my first tour, it was a lot of asking like Natasha Bedingfield and other people like, so how does my baby not fall off the bunk?
Oh,
Like, what do I do? They're like, oh girl, okay, you do a pack and play and you know, condo the bunk. But yeah. No, but it's amazing to have support. I think it's essential to know that you're not alone in it.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite song off your new album? I know that's horrible. It'd be like saying who's your favorite child, but is there one that maybe resonated with you more than the rest, or that you feel is like your baby?
I think Mercy will always have a really tender spot in my heart because I wrote it by myself and I haven't written by myself in a minute. And it came so quickly and it felt like it was almost pre-written and I was just trying to catch up to it. Right. And I love songwriting more than anything in the world, but like sometimes it's a labor.
Yeah.
And this one didn't feel like that at all. It felt like really medicine for me when I needed it and a gift. So I think just not even in the song itself, but I think in the process of it and what it did for me and how it alleviated so much pain when it came.
God sent.
Very, very much.
That's another common theme we're seeing is that, you know, the music, the way it pours out of you can sometimes come from like heaven, literally.
Yeah. I think, how could it, I mean, look, sometimes you're looking at a song that's finished and you're like, I certainly did not do that. I, Rachel, couldn't have done this. I couldn't have created this beauty. There's something, this is so beyond me. There has to be something else writing with me.
Yeah.
You know, that I'm tapping
I love
into.
that.
And then there's days when you're like, I'm very much the human, like slogging it out, trying to like, what the F rhymes with like shoe? And you can't figure it out. So it's not always there, but I think I offer myself as, you know, I'm here, I'm showing up every day. If you want to join me, whatever thing is that's out there writing with me, God, and, you know, come on in.
And you just performed on Good Morning America for Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool. I mean, we're all about the early detection. My mom caught it super early.
Oh, thank
and,
God.
you know, for 15 years, she lived cancer-free because of that. They found it. They got rid of it. Yeah. We all have friends. We all have family.
Yeah. My mom was early detected colon cancer, but thank God it saved her life. The doctor saved her life, and she was resistant to it. She was like, I don't want to do this other test. And
they're scary.
it's really important.
Okay, well, you can't deny holiday season. We're heading in. Do you have any special holiday
I
traditions?
forgot my manager's in the room. He's horrified.
It's
Trust
okay.
me, that's not
Don't
making
worry.
any cut.
We're
No.
friendly. It'll never.
Thank you.
You can even get first approval.
No, it's audio and video will both be cut.
I'm so sorry. I couldn't
You're
help
good,
myself. I've been momming.
Okay.
They let me out.
Yeah, once you're like
holiday,
literally
you
once you give birth to another human and then you go through all those things, nothing is off limits anymore. Yeah.
It's hard to care as much as you did before.
Yeah. I loved what you posted the night of the grace. You're like out of sweats into a suit for the first time in a long time, which is I think how most women we want to live this way.
Yeah.
Like have
Yeah,
those
the
special
balance.
moments, but yeah.
Yeah, it's the balance that I'm trying to learn right now of, okay, I can dance in that.
Yes.
But that's Rachel Platten. I'm working on this with my therapist. And Rachel Lizanne, you know, is the mom in sweats. And so it's almost a costume I'm putting on.
Oh, right.
I don't have to take it so seriously. I don't have to like bring it into my life. And I don't know. I think in the past, it's hard with fame. You're like, and I'm not even that famous, but it's hard with the attention. It is really tempting for your ego to believe like, oh, I'm special and I'm better and I deserve whatever, you know, like.
Rachel, you are.
Well, but we all are. We all are. Thank you. But you are too, listener. Like you are too, Ellen. You know, like we all are. And I think, yes, I am. And I'm really grateful for the gift that I've been given.
Yeah.
But I think like it's really been important for me to remember that I'm also human and that I'm also a mom and just to be humble and, kind always.
Do you feel like your music has gotten deeper because of that realization?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, there was so much that led to the depth of this new music.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really proud of the depths that I was able to go to.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of it was becoming a mom. I think it was turning 40. I think something around this new chapter I went into. And then also the struggle that I had with my mental health after the birth of my babies. And just learning how to find myself again. That,
It's a rough patch. My doctor told me I wasn't full postpartum, but I had the baby blues, is what he called it, where I couldn't even look at a picture of myself or the birth without crying.
Yeah.
I was crying, and I didn't even know why I was crying.
Yeah.
And so he's like, "You have the baby blues. I don't think you're full postpartum, but totally, like, that was so scary.
Yeah.
It's a scary thing. You don't know. Your whole body has been, just given up for.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. My best friend just had a baby and she was calling me like, what the is happening to me?
Mm-hmm.
And no one prepared me. I'm like, there is really actually no way you can prepare. Because even if you talk to someone and tell them, like, I think that you can't really take it in. I remember reading a book describing what could happen and I just was so like.
It's scary.
Yeah, I was like, no, that's not me.
That's not me.
Like, I'm not. But anyway, I think that songwriting was my medicine through all of that. And this album, I Am Rachel Platten, was me facing the darkest, deepest things that I always kind of pushed aside and shining a light, and looking and saying, okay, this isn't so scary.
Yeah.
And songwriting saved my life in many ways in that way.
Well, I love that. And then we benefit from your beautiful music.
Thank you.
Touring, like you said, you're kicking that off in the beginning of 2025. Any favorite holiday food or traditions that you partake in?
Let me think. So I was raised Jewish,
Yes.
and we don't celebrate Christmas, which is so annoying and so sad. I always get really bummed about that. So I make my husband do something fun with us, and we will put on holiday music. This sounds really sad, but this is what we do. We put on.
Like, we get so many calls from listeners that are like, "Can you guys play a Jewish song?"
I know.
We don't have any. I know. I need to do some.
Yeah, like,
I know.
Something for Hanukkah. I'm like,
There's really like no good. It's marketing. Like we stink at marketing that holiday. I've got to make a good one.
It needs an injection of Rachel Platten.
Yeah. Well, I actually love Christmas songs. I just recorded one that's going to be on an Apple Music compilation.
Oh, good.
And
we'll play it.
Yeah,
we'll
please.
Be playing it. You'll be playing
it. I think that you're allowed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh, good. Okay.
It's Jingle Bell Rock.
Okay. Oh, good. Okay.
And but so we love holiday music and I like to bake. Wait, I just totally lied. I do not like to bake. I like someone else to bake and I like it to smell good in the house. I don't bake. Sorry. So anyway, I don't bake, but someone else bakes and it smells really good.
Smells good in your
and we have a
house.
fire
That
going.
puts you in the mood.
Yeah, and that makes me feel like a really good mom.
Yeah. Well, look, it doesn't
There's a
matter how
baking
you
smell.
get there.
Yeah.
It's that you get there.
Yeah. I light a baking candle. Yeah.
Are you watching Nobody Wants This? Okay, this is Adam Brody.
Obviously.
Oh, okay.
Obviously. Say less.
So this is my favorite show to come along in such a long time.
Yeah.
I am Catholic. I'm not Jewish, but watching, and I went to my first Jewish funeral, which was the most beautiful celebration of life I have ever been to. I was blown away. I said, how have I not been to a celebration like this before? It was so beautiful. But just Adam Brody and the whole rabbi thing and the falling in love and the differences, but the similarities, I'm so addicted.
She's obsessed with
It's
the kiss.
so
by the way.
good.
Kiss,
Yeah, the kiss.
on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
With the hands on the face.
face.
and
He
He
oh,
goes, put down your
God.
ice cream,
Face.
put down your bag.
Yeah.
All you
yeah.
want is like a hand on your face.
Yep.
Just like holding. I get it.
That's so good.
Yeah.
If I'm Rachel Platten, I am writing the theme song for that show for season 2. It's already been renewed. And then I'm working with Adam Brody.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Great idea. I should have Adam hold my face while I write it, just for support. I need to get in the mood. Can you just hold my face for a while? Honestly, you guys, when I got married to my husband Kevin,
Yes.
who is actually very Adam Brody-esque.
Oh, he is?
Very Adam. Isn't he, Mitchell?
A little hotter, but yeah.
He's hot.
He's hotter than Adam Brody.
I mean, I think so. He's very hot.
Oh, my God.
Lazan, but you know what's so funny? I think if you Google him, a picture of like Jake Gyllenhaal comes up.
Really?
I don't know why.
Did you ever date Jake?
God, no. I've been with.
This guy's a stud.
Yeah. Oh my God,
yeah.
Kevin, check you.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Kev.
Dude, yeah. What does he do? Construction or a firefighter?
This
or what
is
is
the best thing that's ever happened to Kevin. No, he's like extremely Jewish and like he's a lawyer.
Oh.
He went to business school. He runs my record label.
He looks like he would like chop good wood. I mean, this guy is
Oh
like,
my God.
No, I'm serious.
How did you guys meet?
He does chop good wood. I was not being sexual. I actually mean, no. He does.
He looks
Mitchell!
like he's just like a badass.
He is. He is incredibly kind
so
too.
how
and
did
he's
he come
very
into
funny.
your life? Seriously.
I'm so embarrassed that you're asking this on air. I have never told this before on air.
Oh.
Do it.
Oh dear.
Are we gonna have to
Here
edit
we
this
go.
out?
Nope. You
Okay.
can say it.
Okay.
It wasn't like a strip club, but it was on. You should edit that out.
Okay.
It was on JDate.
Okay.
Which is the Jewish
Yes, the
dating
Jewish
site.
dating
Yeah,
site.
that's not embarrassing.
That's not embarrassing at all.
It was
As a matter of
embarrassing
fact,
20 years ago.
I know like 3 long-term marriages who have come out of J-Date.
Really?
Yeah, like I think they match really well.
Dude, can you let me know who they are? I would like to go out to dinner with them.
So you can like ask some questions, and even girls who I know who weren't Jewish have gone on J-Date.
Go on JDate,
Yes.
especially after nobody wants this.
Yes.
Like
yeah.
my manager was
Yeah.
like, I'm going on.
Yeah.
I might now.
Yeah, no, I think there's some kind of algorithm that they have that's different than everyone else.
I don't know.
It could just be
It
the
was
hotness
18
of the
years
men.
ago. Like I remember seeing Kevin's eyes and just knowing that I'd known him for a long time.
He's home.
Yeah, he felt like home.
Wow.
And it didn't hurt that he was very gorgeous, but I
Yeah.
just knew. I was like, there was a kindness in his eyes. And then when I talked to him on the phone for the first time, he was so funny and he cracked me up. And that's my biggest turn on is humor. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Meant to be. Meant to be another like you being a singer and putting out beautiful music in the world and then meeting your Kevin. That's like all meant to be.
Oh my God, Kevy, I can't believe you got so much attention on this show. Congratulations if you're listening. What a joy for you.
Okay, what song do you want to play right now on KOST? Because we want you to introduce it.
Oh man, I would love to play my song "Set Me Free."
Set
I don't
Me
really
Free.
care. "Set Me Free." Yeah, I love this one, and we were talking about. I've been thinking about this lately, feeling of just less F's given.
Okay,
just
yep.
being like, you know what? I just don't have the emotional amount of money to spend anymore on what you care about me. I just need to be free to be myself. I've been people pleasing my whole life. I'm kind of done with it. And that's what this song is all about. It's like the light at the end of the tunnel, but it's this light that is earned. It's this light that you've been through some stuff, you've seen some demons, and you are arising stronger than ever and with way less, emotion, way less ability to care what people think of you
Do you
anymore.
want to come and do the morning show on KOST? That's the best song intro we've ever heard.
Yeah.
Yes, I honestly believe it's in my future. I'm supposed to host something if anyone's listening. Yeah, I would love to introduce it.
Amazing.
Yeah. So should I properly introduce it? Okay. What's up? I'm Rachel Platten, and this is my song, Set Me Free.